They've expanded to 6 social business centers, and Juno will be reporting on their latest activities. Could we please have on stage Ms. Juno Wang?
Thank you. Japan for Foundation for Social Business Taiwan. This is President Tsai Ing-wen, Philippa, one of the most famous lawyers in Taiwan. I'm Juno, tracing peace and freedom all my life. In his peace principle, the well-known American philanthropist Ray Dalio applauded Professor Yunus as a great advocate of the principle of social fairness and the Grammy system as the best model for combating the growing economic inequality. We give many thanks to Professor Yunus for his guide us in establishing the foundation in 2014 and granted us the honor of hosting the first Social Business East Asian Conference back in 2016, during which he encouraged us further by recognizing the hard work of all volunteers involved in Taiwan. I want to invite you to visit us at least once in your lifetime. It's a very beautiful island. I'm especially proud of our NGO and NPO that have extended the willing kindness and the generosity of the Taiwanese people to the many different corners of the world with such positive energy. I believe the whole of Taiwan can soon rock the world with social business initiatives. With the support of our foundation in Taiwan, YSBC has already been established in 6 universities across Taiwan, more per unit area than anywhere else in the world. Meanwhile, 2 more are being established in Suzhou University and the National Taichung University. Here at this conference, we have professors representing 4 YSBC with us today, including National Central University, Changrong University, National Kaohsiung University of Science and Technology, and Pingtung University of Science and Technology. Please raise your hand. Thank you with us. Supporting the YSBC in one of our foundation 4 key missions as advised by Professor Yunus. The other 3 are Grameen Trust, Social Business Fund, and Yunus Social Business Development. Under the 4 mission, the foundation has begun working with YSBC on social business incubation project with NPOs on their transformation toward social business and with corporate company on CSR projects. First of all, the foundation collaborates with YSBC on the IMP Venture Dialogue initiative. Launched in March of that year, this initiative follows the example of the Design Lab in Dhaka. Through Design Lab in Dhaka, through student competition in social business plan and to inspire and recruit young entrepreneurs into starting up social business. Today, a total of 4 IMP meetings have been hosted by National University of Kaohsiung, National Kaohsiung University of Science and Technology, National Kinmen University and Central University students and professionals from YSBC in other countries such as Australia and Thailand were invited as participants and reviewer of proposals respectively. Through such events, our student participants are encouraged to identify social problems local to Taiwan and exchange ideas with international students and professors. At the end of the competition, the winner student team are awarded the Yunus Prize and given the overseas internship opportunity at the Dhaka Yunus Center. We had sent 2 students there that September. Okay, because of the time. And okay, we hope to present more of what we have achieved during the 2nd Social Business East Asia Conference in Taiwan next year. You are all invited. Let's work together toward achieving 3 zeros. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Juno. Could we once again have a huge round of applause for all of these brilliant presenters of the Pecha Kucha session? We now move on to the next plenary session of the day, which is converting unemployment into entrepreneurship. To moderate the session, may I please call on stage Dr. Michael Roy, who's a senior lecturer in social business with the Yunus Center for Social Business and Health at the Glasgow School for Business and Society under Glasgow Caledonian University. Dr. Roy is an economic sociologist and a public policy specialist. His main research interests include thinking about and evaluating social business as a form of health and well-being intervention. To join him on stage, may I also call upon Ms. Parveen Mahmood, Managing Director, Grameen Telecom Trust. Considered as one of the pioneers in her field, Ms. Mahmood is a chartered accountant by profession and was the very first president of the peak professional body, which is the Association of Chartered Accountants for Bangladesh. Whilst leading one of the country's largest social business funds, she serves on many boards of leading companies and social sector organizations. Next, we have Ms. Chetna Gala Sinha, who is the founder and chairperson of Maan Deshi Foundation. This is India's first bank set up for and by rural women. A true nightingale in her field, Chetna has received numerous accolades to her work. In January 2018, she served as the co-chair of the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. Could we also please have on stage Mr. Abdul Hai Khan, Managing Director of Grameen Trust. Before joining Grameen Trust as General Manager and later as First joining Grameen Trust as General Manager and later as MD, Mr. Khan worked as the Deputy General Manager of Grameen Bank and has served as the Head of Training and Special Program Department, whilst undertaking many replication missions around the world. Then we have Ms. Nazneen Sultana, who's the Managing Director of Grameen Communications. She's been there since the inception of this organization. Ms. Sultana has led various projects for increasing the outreach of IT to remote villages and development of the world's first and complete microbanking software, which is being currently used by more than 100 MFIs, including Grameen Bank itself. Then we have MS Sriram, who's the professor of IIM Bangalore. Professor Sriram is also a distinguished fellow of the Institute for Development of Research in Banking Technology. At IIMB, he teaches a course, Business Unusual, Understanding Alternative Business Models. Next, we have Mr. Imamus Sultan, who's the Managing Director of Grameen Kullan, another longtime associate of Professor Yunus. Mr. Sultan has been the Managing Director of many groundbreaking social businesses, such as Grameen Danone, Grameen Healthcare Services, and was instrumental in starting joint ventures with both Intel, Veolia, and BSF. And finally, we've got Mr. Suresh Krishna, who's the co-founder, CEO, and Managing Director of Yunus Social Business Fund Bangalore, and the co-founder of Yunus Social Business India Initiatives. Suresh was at the helm of affairs at Grameen Kuta since its inception in 1999 as Managing Director. He's been instrumental in developing it as one of the most responsible microfinance institutions in the country, which has now reached out to 5 Indian states. Could I please request Dr. Roy to commence discussions? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prometheus. Prometheus is doing an excellent job, isn't he? He's really doing great, so thanks very much, Prometheus. When Margaret Thatcher was Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, she used to meet her press and say, which of you has questions for my answers? So today I'm the one with the questions for the answers. And I suppose it's apt to invoke Margaret Thatcher on a session related to unemployment as well. Margaret Thatcher did more for unemployment in the United Kingdom than anyone in recent memory. So effectively this session relates to I suppose the first of the 3 zeros, which relates to unemployment and converting unemployment into entrepreneurship. So I suppose the first thing that strikes my mind is not so much whether people can be entrepreneurs. I think it's fair to say that since forever, necessity has been the mother of invention, and people have come up with all sorts of cunning plans not to die, basically, of hunger. But the question perhaps is, should every person be expected to be an entrepreneur? Do we want opportunities for everyone to be an entrepreneur if that's what they want to do? If so, how do we do that? And each of my panelists, of course, will perhaps have a different interpretation of that and a different focus of that. And I'd like to ask each in turn what they feel their role is in addressing the first of these 3 zeros about converting unemployment into entrepreneurship. Now, I will only go around once. As you can see, this is a cast of thousands. This is the largest panel of Social Business Day, I think. And I will ask you to, I mean, you'll each have the same amount of time. So, and if you go under time in your answer, your first answer, then I'll follow up with a question until we run out of time. But everyone will get an equal opportunity to provide input into this. So first of all, Professor Shriram, if you don't mind, I'll ask you first. First of all, what your work is about. And one thing I should also say, sorry, everyone on this stage is a success, okay? Just the very fact that you're on this stage means you're a success, okay? What I would like to think about as well is think about the kind of things that have gone wrong as well in your life, and the kind of challenges and the kind of learning that you've had from that. Because it's very important to be self-critical and self-reflective, and also to think about, not just about the everything goes positive in life, but the message that sometimes it's okay to fail.
Well, I don't think I'm a success. I've never been an entrepreneur. So I'm here talking about entrepreneurship without being an entrepreneur. I've always been an employee of somebody. So that's, there you are. You know, it's a failure right from beginning. But nevertheless, you also need some commentators standing in the periphery and telling people what is this entrepreneurship all about, how are entrepreneurs great, etc., etc. So we are there as commentators. We are not there as players. Two aspects which I'd like to sort of bring up, which sort of goes with the theme of this conference as well. How do we stop people from accumulating too much of wealth? And starting with this question of unemployment. Unemployment was not an issue before Industrial Revolution. Unemployment is a function of employment. If you don't have employment, there's no unemployment. And there you have entrepreneurship.